Happy Tuesday! I'm Tristan Winder in the News 2 streaming studio at the Morning Pulse here on this July 29th, 2025. Another warm one in store for us today, about 10 degrees cooler today than yesterday, but then much cooler temperatures on the horizon for us later on this week. Details on that coming up in just a few moments. For right now, we begin with some pretty big statewide and national news as well that has broke yet this morning. As two of the largest railroads in the nation, Union Pacific and Norfolk Southern, announced today a plan to combine in a $72 billion deal that would create America's first transcontinental freight railroad. The stock and cash deal would be the largest ever in a sector that has already been massively consolidated in recent decades. According to the Associated Press, the deal does need regulatory approval and will serve as a major test for the Trump administration's antitrust regulators, who have appeared more willing than the Biden administration to approve mergers in certain industries. The proposed merger would marry up Union Pacific's vast rail network with Norfolk's rails that snake across 22 eastern states and the District of Columbia as well. For the last 4 decades, Lincoln County's 1st District Commissioner has been a steadfast leader guiding Lincoln County through growth, change, and countless challenges with a deep commitment to public service. Historic records suggest that Commissioner Joe Hewgley is one of, if not the first, Nebraska-elected county official to serve 40 consecutive years in the same office. Hewgley was recognized for 40 years of service Monday at the Lincoln County Courthouse.
Historic perspective is important to have some past knowledge that maybe garner some thoughts that we wouldn't have had before when considering issues today. Yeah.
Former Commissioner Bill Henry was among the distinguished guests and spoke highly of his former colleague and longtime friend.
I've known Joe for a number of years, and I know the quality of person he is, but absolutely his expert and his ability to guide new guys in an honorable way and to explain this is why we needed to do this way is absolutely priceless.
Commissioner Hewgley did reiterate Monday that he does not intend to seek re-election when his current term is up here in just a few short years. Out into the Nebraska Panhandle, voters are being asked to support the removal of a Morrill County assessor, Rose Nelson. Jessica McKay of Bridgeport said that the property line issue has escalated into this recall effort. The property in question is about half of an acre. McKay said that it became clear that this issue involving a fence on the property was something that was going to escalate and has to the point of a lawsuit being filed against Morrill County Assessor Rose Nelson. The individual leading this charge, Jessica McKay of Bridgeport, saying, quote, "My stance on it would be right is right and elected officials need to be held to a higher standard," end quote. This is all according to News Channel Nebraska with their Panhandle office. In other news across the state of Nebraska, a Hastings man charged in a drug deal gone wrong ended with one man shot and killed, was sentenced after taking a plea deal in April. 28-year-old Romeo Chambers was sentenced to 7 to 20 years in prison for manslaughter, second-degree assault, and one other charge. 4 other charges were dropped in the plea deal. All this comes after the individual shot and killed in January of 2022 in this drug deal gone wrong. Chambers was on the run until he was finally arrested in Arizona in January 2024. In national news today, and still kind of throughout the region as well, an investigation is underway after a small plane crashed near Underwood, South Dakota. That's in the western part of South Dakota. The crash happened Monday morning. 2 people were on board of a plane. Authorities say that 1 person died. A second person suffered critical injuries and was flown to a nearby hospital. The National Transportation Safety Board is investigating the cause of this crash. Lastly, today the FDA is having issues with artificial intelligence. Earlier this year, the FDA unveiled ELSA, an artificial intelligence tool that is expected to speed up the process for approving drugs and medical devices. But according to current employees, the tool is creating studies that do not exist. They say that this makes it hard to trust the tool for their most vital work and research. ELSA can also get access to many relevant documents that are needed to determine if devices and drugs are effective. AI use in medicine has minimal federal oversight at this current time, but you wonder if with this news that could potentially change. Running out the morning pulse here on this Tuesday, July 29th, with a check of the 7-day forecast. Temperatures in the low 90s today, 70% chance of potential storm activity today. That has prompted our team of meteorologists to issue a weather alert day that will expire yet early this afternoon. Tomorrow, temperatures cooling off substantially into the upper 70s for Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. But along with it, we have some strong chances of potential storm activity. That potential storm activity is mainly going to be in effect early throughout tomorrow morning. In the afternoon hours as well. Temperatures cooler than, like we mentioned, on Thursday and Friday, but smaller chances of potential storm activity. Temperatures back into the mid to low 80s for this weekend, but still can't rule out chances of potential storm activity in the region.